Hey friends, and welcome to MBM Minute News for this week. Wow, God answers prayer. There is no way I thought at 80% vaccination rate they were going to lift their restrictions on unvaccinated people coming to church. Well, God answered our prayer and they can and will be able to gather together once we hit that milestone, which means our original November the 21st date can be pushed earlier. As I indicated, if the bans were going to be lifted, then we'll meet earlier. The exact date of that is not still worked out yet. You'll know about that in the next couple of weeks. Next couple of days. But I do want to say this. It was a discipleship moment and members of MBM rose up to the call. Here's what two people responded to the challenge last week. From someone who is vaccinated. They said, as someone who is fully vaccinated and am encouraging my kids to do the same, I would not be prepared to see my vaccination entitle me to some kind of privilege over my unvaccinated brothers and sisters. Therefore, I really appreciate yours and the diocese's position on this. Wow. And then from the other side of the debate, one sister wrote, thank you, Ray, and your team on your prayerful consideration of this difficult issue. While it grieves me that I may not be able to physically go back to church, I wish in no way for others not to gather due to myself or others. I, like everyone else, whether physically at church or not, know that we all treat and support each other the way God expects us to do. I totally support the church. Friends, never have I felt more proud to be a pastor of MBM and a member of MBM. Maybe just let's take time, as you hear this now, why don't you just stop and thank God for being so good to us. There's still a tough journey ahead. There are people who are health compromised who won't be able to come, but at least now we've got no legal restriction in any way dividing the church, and that's good news. The details still to come in the next couple of days, but for now, let's praise our Heavenly Father.